potentially other expos don't do is we actually do cap each category. So from a vendor perspective, you don't want to come to a showcase that has 50 other photographers. So we're actually going to cap it just to make your investment and your, worthwhile being there. It also gives us the opportunity to have a variety of people, so it's not all the same kind of photographer that's going to be there. We're showcasing people that have been around for a while, and also people that are new.
New blood in the industry, people, again, from those sort of 4 different local regions to us, so that it doesn't matter where you're getting married, there's someone there that basically does all the things that you need for your wedding.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Make It Epic Wedding Podcast. You are with Matt, and today is a little bit different because our main man Tim has got his feet up, resting in bed, sipping on, some liquids because he can't eat anything. Because if you listen to last week's episode, he had his wisdom teeth out, and old mate thought he'd be back nice and quickly, but apparently not. So I'm running this one solo today, so forgive me because it's not often that I run this a podcast solo, and normally me and Tim have it the ability to work off each other, but I'm very excited because today we have the legends Jess and Kaity, and they are from The Love Affair, and these girls are amazing at what they do individually in their businesses, but they've taken on a new business and a new role this year, changing it up for, I guess, some expos and things like that. So, I guess just diving straight in, we are talking about wedding expos and specifically Love Affair in Bowral, which is coming up in January, which you guys need to check out because if you are planning a wedding, this is something that you cannot miss for 2024. But girls, it's so good to have you girls on and have a bit of a chat about the expo that you girls are planning. Maybe let's just kind of I'm going to throw you girls under the bus because there's 2 of you sitting here, and we're going to dive straight into some rapid fire questions, and then we're going to find out who you are and what you girls do after that. So maybe just to dive straight in, if you're a bit nervous, it's okay. But coffee after 5, yes or no?
I don't drink coffee at all, so I'm a hard no.
We don't need coffee, we have each other.
Okay.
Yeah,
I know you girls,
we're doing this all the time anyway.
I know you girls are definitely going to be answering this one. So, favorite cocktail?
Ooh.
I'm a Long Island iced tea. Get all of it, all at once. Go hard.
I'm a margarita gal, actually. A Tommy's margarita, yes.
Good old Margie, hey? Can't go wrong.
Love a marg.
Yeah. What book or podcast are you guys listening to or reading at the moment?
Oh, apart from yours, you mean? Because I listened to the Studio Ninja app last week.
Shameless plug for us.
At the moment, I love the Darling Shine girls. They're really inspiring to me, actually. Yeah. Love those girls. I listen to them all the time. And I've been listening to a new potty about ADHD in adults. Something a bit different.
Something that probably a lot of creatives have, to be honest. Yeah. What about you, Jess?
My books involve The Wiggles, Baby Shark. I'm a mum of young kids, so I don't get much time to read or to listen to anything other than Make It Epic, obviously. On school drop-off.
This is great.
Yeah. Hey, look, she's got a priority straight. Kids and you guys.
That's all I need in my life.
Nailed it. Sorted. This could be go anywhere. I don't really know. But what's the most memorable piece of advice you've received in life? That's a big question. I know. We're getting deep.
Oh, I think mine is you have to make mistakes to grow. You're never going to get better unless you actually do things wrong or make mistakes.
Of which I have made many. That's a tough one. Oh, take care of yourself. Something I'm still trying to learn to do.
Yeah, it's important. That's good. I like it.
Take care of yourself to learn to take care of others. Yeah.
It's super important to take care of yourself, especially in the wedding industry, because it's something that we're probably not great at. We all work ourselves into the ground, especially this time of year, and then we realise
rest. What's that? None of us know what that word means.
Literally. If you girls could go anywhere in the world tomorrow, where would it be?
Iceland.
I was going to say, anywhere that I don't have to work or clean up after anyone or anywhere that I'm alone.
Iceland. Yeah.
I don't know if Iceland's a place you want to be at the moment. It's like a volcano about to erupt or something. But anyway, that's okay.
It's on the high on the bucket list.
Yeah. I mean, Iceland, it's epic. I'm all about it. If you were to buy an exotic pet, what would it be?
Galapagos turtle. Yeah. I've thought about this.
Okay, someone thought about that way too much.
I was ready for this question. I was like, yeah, a big turtle.
It always stumps everybody. It's so good. I love
A
it.
stingray.
Oh, yeah.
Stingrays are my spirit animal. If I could own one, I would.
I like that.
Sorry, we're going with the ocean theme. It's cool.
Yeah, sweet. You girls were you're on sync. Well, you guys nailed it.
Maybe we can open an aquarium in our next life.
Just add that onto your list of businesses. And
It's fine.
I guess leading into talking about your businesses, maybe just individually, really quickly, just tell me who you girls are and maybe what you do as well. Throw that in there. Who you girls are and what you do.
Go first?
Yeah, you go first.
I'm Jess from Plan by Page. I am a wedding planner and coordinator on the south coast of New South Wales, specialising in the coast and the Southern Highlands areas.
And I am Kaity from KS Creative Co. So I'm a graphic designer, stylist. I am also a previous planner for many years, but I've recently given that up and let Jess take on all that. But we're super excited to be planning this event together. So.
Amazing.
And we are Team Love Affair.
Yeah, a team love affair together.
Exactly. And that's, I guess, where we were leading to next. So, like, obviously you girls are busy in your own personal, I suppose, ventures at the moment with both your businesses, but you've decided to take on a pretty big event next year. And in the intro, as I mentioned, it is a wedding expo, which I'm a big fan of wedding expos. I know there's a lot of vendors out there have mixed feelings about them, but I do love them. So maybe just give us a really brief overview about what you girls are planning at the moment.
So this event has been running for many years. Through COVID and everything, there's been a hiatus, but we're back. And this year I've got Jess on board with me. So that's one very new, exciting part. So Sunday, 21st of January at the Meadow Chevalier College in Bowral, we will be running Love Affair, wedding showcase. And we are super excited about it because I guess this year it's all new. So
it's a new venue, it's a new sponsor, it's new vendors, there's new structure. So we're actually an outdoor expo, which is, I guess, the biggest difference from a typical expo, meaning everybody comes into the one space. So
rather than like an open day where you're showcasing one venue, we will be showcasing essentially all of the great vendors and venues that our region has to offer in one place.
Amazing. How good. And how do you girls feel about doing it outdoors? That's just the first thing that bounced into my mind when you said that.
Look,
because I'm sure there's other people out there
talking to us about that.
The weather is fine. When we talk to the weather gods, it's fine. But we are, obviously we take that into account. Yeah. So everyone is under structures of some kind. Yeah. So it'll still go ahead whether it is raining or not.
Yeah, we will go ahead. This event goes ahead, rain, hell or shine. Every year I wake up at 5 a.m. and see that fog settling in beautiful Southern Highlands and think, what are we in for today? And the weather always comes up for us, which is great. But like I said, we're well prepared for it this year anyway.
Amazing. So good. And so, as you mentioned before, like, you girls have taken it on board and it's taking a little bit of a different route, I suppose, as it has in previous years. Maybe, like, how is it different to what you girls have done in the past?
So I guess we're probably expanding our areas to showcase. I guess previously we've really showcased more of the Southern Highlands, but we're really pushing out to those Macarthur, Illawarra and South Coast as well this time around.
And I think too, this year it's the most structures and the biggest range of structures that we've ever had. So we do have 30-metre marquee structures, which you'll find all the exhibitors in. We have our double South Coast teepee. We've got a 23-metre Sperry tent. We've got the Verve from South Coast Party Hire. So there's actually marquees you can walk through, which you don't get another opportunity to do that.
So they'll all be set up there on the day so that all the couples will get to walk through, see them. We noticed, obviously both being in the industry, the last couple of years since COVID, there's been a huge influx in people getting married on private properties, particularly in these beautiful regions. We've got, so there's people that obviously are wanting structures. That's getting more and more popular. So we're trying to showcase all of them for you guys to see.
Amazing. So good. It's not often that I can't think of many expos or maybe open days, you might see one or two like full structures, I suppose, in terms of like marquees and stuff set up. But it's not often that you get to see like multiple, and especially from different companies too. Typically, it's always just like one company servicing that, and that's it. So it's kind of cool.
Well, I guess that probably brings us into our tagline a little bit, which is celebrating local inspiration and authentic connections. So for us, this is more than just a fair for couples to come to. We're huge supporters of the, community over competition in our industry. So we have a great community down here, and we, why not all get together to showcase it?
And we have the talent. Like, why are people traveling? Why not? If you're getting married in the Highlands or the coast, choose local people. We have the talent here. You don't have to pay for people to travel and come to your wedding. Come and see how amazing our people are.
Yeah.
So that, this is the perfect chance to come and meet them.
Really, our region, so, all the way from MacArthur all the way down to the, Sapphire Coast, this is a wedding destination that we are really trying to push as a whole. And we should all, I guess, all our vendors and our venues, we should really all be working together to bring as much, business into the area as possible through
100%.
These beautiful weddings.
Yeah, and like even when you think about it, me and Tim, and obviously like you guys as well, like we're all pretty much booked out from essentially South Coast weddings. Sure, like me and Tim end up going different places, and we end up in the Hunter and Sydney, and all over the place. But the majority of the weddings are on the coast for us, for sure. So it is a region that is definitely booming, and there's a lot of room for, I guess, a lot of weddings as well, because there are so many amazing venues. So,
and we want to invite everybody. If you're from Sydney or the Hunter or the mountains or Canberra and you don't know where you want to get married, come to Love Affair. See what the coast and the Highlands have got to offer. Come and see the people that will be working at your weddings, because you're going to book local. Like, that's the perfect opportunity to do it at Love Affair.
So on top of that, our local venues will be open on the day. So we will be having a wedding trail. So along from, aside from coming to see the vendors and the venue structures, you can also go and check out some of the venues along the wedding trail on the day. A few will also be open on the Saturday for you to go and check out. Some of them may also be doing evening events after the fair. So some often do like a cocktail evening, which you can also go and check out. So we'll have all the details up for that as well.
So good. I love it. And if you're like, as maybe a vendor coming to, I guess, the Love Affair, how is it, what is it like for them? Because it potentially, there are people out there probably listening, and we do reach couples and vendors. So maybe just quickly run us through, if you're a vendor out there, is there still A, room to join this amazing day? And B, what is it going to be like? How are you going to service them, I suppose, in a sense of like, promoting them and getting the word out about their company?
I guess to start, yes, we still have a bit of room.
Only a teeny tiny little bit, so.
We already have over 100 fantastic vendors on board. But yes, there's still some room. We've definitely got more space to showcase everything that we can.
And I think, sorry to cut you off, I think one thing that we do that potentially other expos don't do is we actually do cap each category. So from a vendor perspective, you don't want to come to a showcase that has 50 other photographers. So we're actually going to cap it just to make your investment and your, worthwhile being there. It also gives us the opportunity to have a variety of people, so it's not all the same kind of photographer that's going to be there. We're showcasing people that have been around for a while, and also people that are new.
People that are like, new blood in the industry, people, again, from those sort of 4 different local regions to us, so that it doesn't matter where you're getting married, there's someone there that basically does all the things that you need for your wedding.
And it's going to cater to all the different budgets. So, we're not just filled with these luxe top end people. You do have a variety of vendors coming, which doesn't always happen in other expos that just accept everybody.
I guess the thing is, Jess and I have been in this industry for over 10 years. We've done all the expos. We've done the research. We as vendors, we know what we want to get out for our business. So we've just taken that and put it into the fair. As vendors, we know what we want, and we've hoped that we've given our vendors a good experience too.
And then, so from a couple perspective that are coming to the expos, they're not overwhelmed because they're not walking into 50 photographers. They might meet 5 or 6, you know, and they're speed dating essentially to all 5 or 6 of those people, and then they're going to go, hey, I really loved Matt Ashton, he was sick, I love his photos, let's book him.
We really vibed, I got to chat with him, and and that's the thing, you get to chat with these people. It's not just, you can look at someone's photos online and think, oh, that's really my vibe, but then you get, you know, you might have them there on the day. If they're not your type of person, it can make you, you know, uptight with your photos, things like that. That if you've got people on your day that you've really vibed with and that you can, you know, almost consider friends, you're going to have a better day. So that's why I guess wedding expos and open days are so fantastic, because you get to meet the people that are going to be there on your special day. Think of them as an extra guest. They've got to be great, you know.
Or your third wheel.
Or your extra bridesmaid, you know, they'll be there doing all sorts of things for you.
Absolutely. And I always feel like, and you know, me and Tim talk about it a lot on the podcast, of like, whenever you connect with couples, whenever you have the opportunity to chat with them, and whenever you have the opportunity to, I guess, like, actually meet them, it does make a difference on the day itself, because you as a couple meeting your vendors have confidence knowing that the person you've hired is a real human.
Yes.
You know, typically you can ask, you know, questions that you don't feel comfortable asking, you know, maybe via email. But I think the best part about it all is that you actually have like a bit of rapport already there, because you have met that person in person. So therefore there is the opportunity to kind of like chat and feel comfortable to reach out to them,
Yeah, 100%.
you know, like in the lead up to your wedding.
I suppose often also at these days, like, it's not just you and your partner, it's you can bring your whole family along, your girlfriends. See who, you know, everyone's going to get along with this person. And like you said, it's building rapport. So if you've cracked a joke with them at an expo and then you see them at the wedding, you're like, oh, Dad, you know, remember this? Like you said, you've got that rapport. So,
Matt, do you know how we rave on about client experience a little? And do you want to know the golden nuggets behind my client delivery system?
Not really, but anyway, I know you're going to tell me, so shoot.
Thanks, mate. Love that. But you know, we're all about leveling up our client experience. And if you're still delivering wedding films to your couples with Google Drive or Dropbox, then you really aren't giving them the best experience, are you? And this is why I use VidFlow. It's a pay-per-use online platform that allows you to deliver on-brand websites with your very own domain for each of your clients while still being incredibly affordable. And VidFlow is accessible on mobile, desktop, and my absolute favorite feature is the fact that it links to your smart TV, so your couples can watch their wedding film on their own big screen. And with all that effort that you put into your film, you really want to ensure your couples can have the best experience possible. So use our code MakeItEpic20 for 20% off your VidFlow yearly premium membership.
I am a big fan of expos. I have done a fair few of them in the past. I guess the biggest downside for typically me and Tim when we do go, and probably for you guys too, is that a lot of the time we are relatively already booked up. But I enjoyed going just because I get to like meet people. It keeps me energized. I get to do like a lot of networking. So I suppose even if you are out there and you're like, oh, do I need to go to an expo? I'm pretty busy. Even from a networking point of view, I do love it, sort of thing. And I do love to chat to people.
Huge for networking, like the amount of people we've met at expos. I think the other thing for vendors, the reason I personally as a stylist, for example, like to do expos, I'm showcasing what I want to and the type of clientele that I'm trying to get. So I suppose for me, I'm booking jobs all the time and they're seeing things online that they like, or they see my previous work or whatever it is, and they'll book me based on that. At an expo, I get the opportunity to showcase what I want to showcase. You know, I haven't had to nail a brief because I'm doing my own. So it then enables me as a vendor to attract more of those like-minded couples, if that makes sense.
Absolutely. And so that kind of helped, like, I guess, rolls me into what I was thinking next of, like, you know, it's super important, as we always talk about on this podcast, that you have to align with the vendors that you do choose. And, you know, like, it is amazing that as a creative, we get the opportunity to maybe create something for ourselves, especially, you know, like we do talk a lot about like photo, video and things like that, obviously because of what me and Tim do. But in general, as like a stylist, as a planner, as, you know, like hairdressers, makeup artists, all these, you know, different people out there that do have, I guess, sometimes a limitation in terms of what they can create because of the client's needs and wants. It is a great opportunity to be able to definitely like maybe push the boundaries, maybe try and see if you can, you know, like, I don't know, if you have a vision or a vibe or a feeling that maybe 2024 you're going to see it, or 2025 you're going to see a lot of this style and this is going to be a trend that's coming up and you're going to like, you know, maybe create something around that. Like that's a great opportunity. So I don't know what your girls are thinking or your thoughts on this is like, if you're a couple and you're turning up to the expo and you're like, oh, I'm really excited, how would you approach meeting people and making sure that you align with that vendor before you book them? Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. So I guess obviously chatting with them, of course, to see, I guess, if you get along on a personal level. But I suppose also asking them, how do you work? You know, you get the opportunity to do that on the day. How do you work? What can I expect from you? On, you know, that sort of thing, I suppose.
Yeah. I suppose the benefit as well is there's a lot of different vendors, as you said, like you might be 4 or 5, 6, you know, different stylists there, or hairdressers, makeup artists, photographers. If there's a whole bunch of them as well, I suppose for me that's where you can really get a good feeling because you can talk to multiple different people in the same area, and then out of that, someone's going to have to kind of like, I think, surely you would vibe to someone. Yeah.
And I guess the thing we sometimes forget is, we've planned hundreds of weddings between us. But these guys hopefully are only planning one. So we really are the experts. And I guess because they haven't done it before, they're coming and they really don't know what to expect. So like you said, if there's, you know, they might meet the first person and go, oh, wow, I really liked that. And then meet 3 other people and go, well, actually, that was definitely more us. So, you know, you don't know what you're expecting. So I guess having everyone in the same spot to compare is probably, Yeah.
And I think like for me and my service that I offer is I'm like, hey, where are you at with your wedding planning? Oh, great, it's day 1. Awesome, congratulations. Do you know I offer from day 1 options? 6 months down the track, I can help you step in then. 6 weeks out from your wedding, you're losing your marbles, I can step in from there too. So it's being able to market myself to that exact client for their exact situation. So that's...
Yeah, because I guess, you know, someone's, you know, you would know. That gives you way more information than if someone sends you an inquiry on your website, for example.
Yeah, and it's date, venue, are you free? And I'm like, I don't know, am I?
Yeah, it's a lot more personal.
I might not want to be.
Yeah, it's the personality comes out as well, like in a sense of like we really get to, I guess, understand and get a vibe for the couple as well. Like as a vendor, you know, it's like I love being able to chat to people, and I also like to be able to find. For me, it's a bit of market research too. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Like in a sense of I get to see what couples are wanting at the moment. You know, like, and this is like very much like in the moment. Right now, couples planning for 24, 25, let's say, that's obviously who we're going to be like, I guess, meeting there. Like you can't get that anywhere else, meeting hundreds of couples all in one day.
And like you said, actually, it's like market research. Well, like I said before, Jess and I have been doing a few expos together recently, and we've noticed a huge influx of these, you know, property weddings. Yeah. And that's something we probably wouldn't know so much more about. We've had the opportunity to chat to couples at the local expos that we've been doing recently. So that's information that we've gained from doing that, and you know that's just one small part of info. So yeah, you're right.
So good. And maybe let's just like shift a little bit rather than talk about the couple specifically on the day. All right, so we're in January when the expo started. What is like actually going to be happening? So as you said, there was like it's all outdoors. There's like some marquees set up everywhere. I'm assuming there's like a whole bunch of vendors that set up everywhere.
It's going to be chaos. It's going to be great.
It's going to be organised chaos, right?
Yes.
Like every single wedding pretty much is, right? So it's probably no different for us vendors. But
hey,
what does
on
it
the
look
surface,
like?
it's going to look perfect because that's what we're here for.
So I think, yes, we do. There's live music. There's food trucks where you can purchase your drinks and food from. Henry Clive have come on as our bar sponsor. So they're going to have multiple bars set up serving all different kinds of beverages.
I mean, who doesn't love a bevy?
That's it. So maybe get that Long Island iced tea, the Margie, who knows?
Yeah.
It's all about who you know.
So there'll also be obviously our very famous bridal fashion parade. So this year we have 3 different bridal designers who will be part of our fashion parade so far, which is exciting.
We've got live music, we've got the workshops and presentations.
Over 100 exhibitors.
There's everything from pre-wedding day, so it's not just people on your wedding day. So everything from bridal boxes and
asking your bridesmaids. Before that, planning an engagement, popping the question all the way through to your honeymoon.
Yeah.
Cool. This is
a one-stop shop.
Literally a one-stop shop. It is. It's speed dating for weddings.
So come and spend the whole day because you're going to need it. With over 100 vendors, you're going to need a fair few hours to come and actually chat to people.
Everyone.
Yeah.
As I said, we're hoping for a beautiful day in Barrel. It usually is a lovely day in Barrel in January. So there'll be you can sit down, enjoy your food and drink, relax, enjoy the music. There'll be plenty of time to get around and chat to everyone. So it really will be a whole day event.
Let's digress really quickly for a second because you mentioned very, very briefly about workshops and you said something else. I can't remember what it was.
Presentations.
Presentation. Yeah, workshops, presentations, same, I suppose, to a degree. But maybe that's something quite different to most expos, right? Like most expos, yes, there would be potentially like a kind of like bridal fashion part of the day, showcasing like different dresses and designers and things like that. But there's not many expos that you go to that have, or that I've really ever been to that have, I guess, workshops and things like that and presentations. What does that look like and how will that benefit the couples coming?
So I guess, Jess is obviously a planner and a fantastic one. So I would like her to do a spot that's basically talking about, planning with the couples. We have a few different people that are interested, makeup artists who might pop on and talk about not just, their makeup, but how do you prepare your skin before the wedding? So these type of things that haven't really we haven't really presented before. I guess really different information for couples at these workshops and presentations. It's an opportunity for them to learn. It's an education resource really for couples and vendors.
And it might be things that you might not know or you might not need or you might not think you need on your wedding day. That they're, like for example, you and Tim might get up and have your 20-minute slot up on the main stage and you might be talking about your podcast or you might be talking about how you guys connect with your couples, and that's why you choose those couples because you actually vibe with. So it's little things that is just giving you that extra platform to reach your couples being on the main stage. And I think, it's not something that's happening at most other expos, but a good opportunity for key moments to get up there and just explain a bit more about their product and what they do.
We're obviously hoping we have Puzzleman Productions on board as our photo and video sponsor, so we're grateful for them. We're hoping that they'll obviously be recording some stuff on the day so that these will then become educational resources that everyone can see afterwards. So again, it's an extra platform for our vendors to be able to showcase their specialties and their expertise.
Amazing. I love it. It's so good, and it's something very different that, as I said, not many other expos are doing. And I know kind of dropped
the dream team, Matt. We're a dream team.
You just dropped a little bomb that me and Tim will be there on the day. We're going to be a part of this expo, and you probably will maybe hear from Make It Epic, as you kind of just said, because we're contemplating. I don't know if we have a choice, but we're doing. I'm assuming.
We're running this fair. You're there. You're coming. You're doing it.
You can be first up on the main stage. How about that?
Start the whole day off. Here we are with. We'll have maybe me and Tim can get a banner out and cut. Get you girls up there, and we can cut a little tape to say it's open or something, and talk some
pop
crap.
A champagne. Do a bit
of Look, that's real on brand for us. So maybe that'll work. I was just thinking
having a wine with the work, that's pretty on brand for us too.
I was just thinking that actually about the workshops, and maybe, I don't know, maybe you haven't thought about doing this, or maybe you have. Maybe I'm going to help you plan right now because this is just coming to my brain. So get your notepad and pen out, girls. But maybe it would be, and maybe you already, as I said, maybe you're already doing it, but maybe it'd be helpful for couples to, if you are thinking about coming and you're like, hey, I really want to hear about X, Y, and Z. I wonder if there's any workshops about that. Maybe you girls can throw something up, on your socials or something like that with a bit of a run sheet.
What do you guys want to see? If there's something out there that we haven't thought of, let us know. In saying that, we do have some pretty crazy stuff planned. We do have some aerial acrobatics.
Ooh.
And
We don't want to give away too much.
Yeah, we don't want to give away too much. But there's some exciting
good.
things happening. We do have some little secrets, but you've got to come on the day to see what's
happening. So I would say as well, like maybe it's cool if we if me, let's say me and Tim are going to jump up there, we're going to have a chat. It might be fun to, have a bit of a time slot announcement that, if you want to come and hear us in person, talk some crap, maybe we'll record it, turn it into an episode. Well, actually, not even maybe. Like, if we're going to jump up there and do that, we'll definitely turn it into an episode.
So
that'll definitely happen. But
we're all about the opportunities.
Yeah, that's it. So I'm excited. I think it's something that's really different and something that I think if you're out there and you're a couple and you're thinking about planning or you are planning your wedding, it's something that you definitely probably need to add to your bucket list for January next year. And it's such a good time as well because I don't know about you girls, but we get slammed over New Year's and into January with like inquiries. There's a lot of people getting engaged, underneath.
Yeah, what's Christmas holidays?
Wedding
feminists don't know about that.
Yeah, there's no such thing. But you're right,
we've just had Christmas and New Year's and lots of extra blingy things under the tree. So yeah, we do. You would know yourself, and Jess and I, we find it is a really busy time for inquiry because you've had Christmas and New Year's, lots of engaged couples. So this is why we plan it for January, prime time for capturing those leads. I guess people are starting to plan. They're also on holidays. They've got the time. The sun's out. They've been at the beach. They're in a good mood. This is when the planning sort of starts. It's like, fresh year. We're getting married this year or next. We've got to get a move on.
And it's also good. I've just got engaged. I have no idea where to even start. Well, come to Love Affair and we can show you where you can start.
Yeah,
and we can show you what's out there.
It's a great starting place because you've got everything. All the different venues, all the different photographers, stylists, hairdressers, you name it. It's all there in the one place.
Maybe that'll be a hot topic for a workshop of how do you start planning a wedding? Maybe
you call Jess at Plan by Page.
Yes, you
do. Done. No more questions.
Yeah,
pretty much.
So maybe let's just roll into tell us how couples can find out about you and what you girls are planning with the Love Affair and maybe just a few details around that.
Okay, so I guess Love Affair, Sunday, 21st of January at the Meadow in Chevalier College at Bowral. There's information on our socials, so if you pop onto Love Affair Wedding Showcase, and you'll be able to find us on both Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. And you've got all the information there with all the links to purchase tickets. Do you want to give us some dates about the tickets, Jess?
Yeah, so if you purchase them prior to the day, they're only $15 per person. And make sure you bring your whole I Do crew with you. It's not just for couples, it's for everybody. And then if you miss out buying one before the day, you can buy them at the door for $20 each. Come and spend the day. It's from 10 till 3. Like I said, there's heaps of food, heaps of drink, live music,
Look,
workshops.
It's going to be fucking epic, all right? There's so much going on.
So good. I love it. And so... as the girl said, there is a lot going to be happening on this day, and it's probably different to most expos, I suppose, that I have been a part of in the past because there is a lot happening. There's a lot of vendors there, and I'm really excited for it. I'm pumped.
As you should be. I mean, it's called Love Affair for a reason. It's a fair. It's fun.
So good.
It's
amazing.
a great day out. We love it.
And you can spend a day, which, there's not often, I suppose typically for me in the past, it's kind of I've rolled around my few vendors and all right, sweet. Okay, bye. So it's kind of nice that there is the opportunity to kind of spend the day and immerse yourself in some wedding planning, especially if you've never done it before and you're very overwhelmed. It's probably
there's even a chill out zone just quietly.
Yes.
If you have done a lap around the course and then you just need some time to chill and have a drink, we've got you covered. And then you can go back and book everybody.
Take a nap, that'd be nice.
Yeah. And boys, don't think there's nothing there for you. We know that you've got to come. Happy wife, happy life. But there's plenty for the boys to do too. I mean, beer for one.
Smoked meat.
Sold.
Smoked meats.
Yeah. Happy days. That's all you need. So, girls, this is all so exciting and I'm super pumped for you both. What is obviously you're deep in planning now for this and you're obviously throwing on top of that, we're deep in the wedding season, as me and Tim have spoken
we're
about.
We're crazy, we know.
Yeah.
It's been busy.
These are designer bags under my eyes.
So what's next for you girls? Obviously with the Love Affair, are you girls are you planning? Obviously everything's going to go obviously amazing on the day.
Obviously.
What does that look like next for you girls?
Next year's going to be bigger and better.
Yeah. So let's to clarify. So 2024 Love Affair is the new event. 2025, our brains are already ticking.
Yeah.
So good.
Stand by.
We'll be back on the
this
podcast
space.
too.
Yeah. But
they're like, we want to say something, but we can't. So I'm just going to cut you off there. What we will do, we will make sure we leave the details for your socials in the show notes below. Girls, I really appreciate you guys taking the time.
Before we go, we're going to give 3 double passes.
Yeah, wait to you guys.
For you guys to give out to your listeners.
This is amazing. So there you go. Hearing it here first, guys. We've got 3 double passes to give away. Maybe me and Tim will come up with some nifty little way to give these away, but maybe we'll run a little competition.
Yeah. Or those who leave an epic review, or those
I like this. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So what we're gonna do, because Jess has just made it up.
I feel like I've got a bit of an idea.
Have you got one too, Kaity?
Yes, I do. What would you like to see at Love Affair to make it extra epic?
Leave a comment below.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Hit us
I
up
like
on our
this.
socials.
See, that's a good collab.
So what we might do, we might throw a post up once this episode airs live. All right, we're gonna throw a post up. We will collab with Love Affair, and we're gonna maybe see who can come up with what. Leave some comments. Tell us what you want to see, and then also we might save 1 or 2, or maybe save one of them for if you leave us a review, because each week me and Tim talk about this. If you guys leave us a review on the Make It Epic Wedding podcast on iTunes or wherever you find your podcast, leave us that review, let us know you've left it. We will check it out, and we're going to give away to one lucky listener a double pass for free, which is very exciting, and you're hearing it here first. As you can probably hear in my voice, I'm a bit shocked because I didn't realize that we were doing this. So we're running it on the fly. Maybe Tim knew about it, but as I mentioned, Tim's not here today, so that's okay. And I'm just going to standard. That's okay. It's all good. But maybe before we go, is there anything else you girls wanted to throw in there about the Love Affair before we leave it?
I would love to thank our major sponsors for the Love Affair 2024. So we have Event Marquees, South Coast TPs, Ivory Sky Marquees, Puzzleman Productions, KS Creative Co, me, Plan by Page, and Henry Clive.
Wouldn't happen without them. So get your tickets.
Get it. All right, amazing. Well,
what did
thank
I say,
you, girls.
guys? It's going to be epic. This is going to be a huge day for do not miss this, guys. If you are getting married, if you can't make it, send your mom, send your sister or your neighbor, your brother, whatever. It's a huge day for everyone, so please come and enjoy it. We can't wait to see you guys.
Amazing. Well, make sure you check the show notes, check out the socials for these girls, because there's big things happening not only in 2024, but it sounds like in 2025 and beyond.
Let's just get through this one first.
We just got to get through this big one because it is different. But as I said, I'm very excited, and you will probably see myself and Tim in the flesh doing something good and epic as usual. So we are very excited to see you guys in January. Just before we go, give us that date one more time.
So Sunday, 21st of January, 2024.
At the Meadows at Chevalier College in Barrow.
Amazing.
Can't wait to see you there.
So keen. Amazing. Thanks, girls, for coming on and chatting to us today. We are super excited for this event. And until next time, everybody, please make sure you tune in. Have a great week, and we will speak soon. Bye.